Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down and 1. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to about the 22 here. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll roll him out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flag shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. After the penalty, they only needed a yard. They thought they could get it across. They could not.
The right play, the right call, even though it was unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times
count on your offense?
Exactly. How many times have we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it, but I still think it was the right play.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Jackson on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Forward.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on 3rd and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs, and now they have to punt the ball away.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens have regained the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Being chased out. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escapes, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. There he goes again. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught with Rashad Bateman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football.
He's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throw caught by Flowers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. They did have to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Now inside the 25. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. 32,
Ravens 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick-6. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Ravens 21.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a fourth quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner, hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just got...